Dubrovnik is a Croatian city on the Adriatic Sea. Known as the Pearl of the Adriatic, it is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the Mediterranean. From the 13th century onwards, Dubrovnik became an important Mediterranean sea power. In the 15th and 16th centuries, Dubrovnik achieved a high level of development and was known for its wealth. Despite a tumultuous past, Dubrovnik managed to preserve its beautiful Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque churches, monasteries, palaces, and fountains. However, this beautiful town was not always a popular tourist destination. In 1991, the Yugoslav People's Army began bombing the city. Yugoslavia was a country that came into existence in 1918 after World War I under the name of the Kingdom of the Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes. Yugoslavia was made up from the territory of the former Austro-Hungarian and Ottoman empires. The name Yugoslavia literally means Southern Slavs in Russian and in other Slavic languages. Throughout Yugoslavia's existence, there have always been ethnic tensions between the various ethnic groups, and this would eventually lead to the country's collapse. However, under the rule of the country's first president, Josip Tito, ethnic tensions were kept under control, as the socialist government promoted unity and brotherhood and suppressed nationalism.
President Tito of Yugoslavia arrives in Moscow with his wife on a visit no one would have thought possible a few years ago. Nikolai Bulganin and Nikita Khrushchev are there to welcome him. Real evidence that the hatchet is buried at last. Tito, once regarded as a dangerous communist by the West and as a traitor to communism by the East, now seems to be friends with both. Peaceful coexistence really getting into action. Later, it's announced that Russia will be Yugoslavia's biggest trade partner in future, with nearly £40 million worth of business this year. And Tito adds, "I do not expect this visit to alter our relations with the West."
Josip Tito's death in 1980, the weakening of the Soviet power in Eastern Europe, and an economic downturn led to the eventual breakup of Yugoslavia. Today, Croatia is a member of the EU and NATO. The incredible amount of tourists who visit the city during peak season drive up prices to incredible highs. It is amazing to see a country that was a war zone only 23 years ago have such a thriving economy and have the Croatian football team play in the World Cup final in Moscow. Just walking the streets of Dubrovnik, one can feel the strong sense of pride and unity Croatians share. Dubrovnik is truly an amazing city.